This is Physics 101 with Paul, Dan, Matt, and Mandeep. What is defined as the effect of gravity on an object? We're going to have a little contest to demonstrate this.
Alright, here we have Batman, and he weighs approximately 1 pound. Here we have Paul that weighs approximately 145 pounds.
Weight is defined as mass times gravity. Since I have more mass than Batman, I weigh more. Volume is defined as the amount of space an object takes up. This takes up more space than this, so the basketball has more volume.
Mass is the amount of inertia in an object. Because the Batman has the least mass, he will move the farthest when I hit him. Paul, however, has a lot more mass than the Batman, so when I move him, he doesn't move as far. The tree of the three has the most mass, so when I go to push this, it will not move at all, because it resists my motion.
An object's inertia is its tendency to resist acceleration. For example, if I go to push something, then the initial force that I apply will be because of inertia. The object will resist my force to accelerate it, and then afterwards it will move at a constant speed.
The law of inertia applies a lot of times in the sports world, especially in the instance where smaller players will navigate around bigger defenders. This is because mass is directly related to the amount of inertia in an object, and it will resist motion. So we're going to use basketball to explain this. I'm going to try and score on Mandeep. So I'm going to start dribbling this way, and I'm going to try and move around him just to get to the basket. When I move, since Mandeep has more mass than me, it is harder for him to change his direction than me. So now we can see this go full speed.
That would actually never happen.
Yeah, what's up, Paul? What's up, man? How'd the game go? Good. What the? How did that happen? Oh, God, I left it up there. Still, though.
Well, the bottle and the car were both moving at the same speed. So when I stepped on the brakes, the bottle wanted to keep moving at that same speed, and you happened to catch it.
Oh, yeah. Newton's first law of motion.
Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia, states that an object at rest will stay at rest, or an object in motion will stay in motion, unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. This means that the object lacking a net force or an unbalanced force will maintain a constant velocity, whether it's 0 meters per second or 1,000 meters per second.
You put your book on the car seat next to you and start driving. When you come to a stop, the book flies off the car seat. Why does this happen? Alright, so we got the book in the car. The car's gonna start driving. The book falls off the seat because of Newton's first law of motion. When the car starts moving, the book moves with the car at a constant speed. Once the car stops, however, the book is not tethered to the car in any way or fashion, so it continues moving at the same speed, thus flying off the car seat. Here's another cool example of Newton's first law of motion. Here we have a rolly chair with some books on it, and over there we have just a stationary chair with nothing on it. So I'm going to push this chair, and it's going to hit that chair over there with the books.
When the rolly chair was pushed, it accelerated up to a constant velocity, with the books also on it doing the same. As it neared the other chair, it continued that constant velocity. However, when the rolly chair hit the other stationary chair, the force from the stationary chair forces the rolly chair to stop its motion. However, the books were not influenced by that force, and as a result, they continued at the constant velocity they were traveling at, thus demonstrating Newton's first law and explaining how they flew off the rolly chair and landed on the stationary chair. Well, that's all we got this time, guys. Tune in next time for more cool physics demonstrations and concepts. This has been Physics 101.
GC2.